Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Top 5 sexiest fall and winter fragrances in my collection. That's right guys. And you know what guys? I got about, a couple of hundred fragrances in my particular collection. So it's hard to pick 5, which is the most, sexy. Anyway, these 5 fragrances really reach, a high level of sex appeal, so to speak, in my opinion. And I always, get compliments when I'm wearing these 5 fragrances. So that's why it is these 5 particular fragrances, guys, for this video. Anyway, in this video, I will not go too deep in it with the particular notes, all the notes in the particular fragrances and stuff like that. I rather talk about my own experiences when I'm wearing these 5 fragrances, so to speak. So now that is said and done, let's just jump into it, guys. The first fragrance I want to show you guys is Dior Homme Intense. Beautiful. Very sexy, very sweet. It's a very, very sweet fragrance. Well-known fragrance in the fragrance community. I think Dior Homme Intense reach a very, very high level of sex appeal and compliments. When I'm wearing this fragrance, I always receive compliments. It's very, very good, when the combination is very good in this fragrance to reach many, many compliments. You get the, iris combined with the ambre. It's a little bit powdery, a very, very creamy experience when you are wearing Dior Homme Intense, guys. And as I told, I've been wearing it a lot and received a lot of compliments. When I'm out, family dinners, parties, evening occasions and stuff like that. Just a gorgeous creamy fragrance. I know some guys might see Dior Homme Intense, kind of feminine, cause it is that sweet, and with the iris and stuff like that. But you know what, guys? When a guy is wearing this, in the air, it just reach a high level of sexiness, so to speak. And the performance is very, very great too. When we are talking projection, we are talking 3, sometimes 4 hours with a great projection. Longevity all in all, we are talking between 9 to 10 hours. And that's actually minimum, because it lingers, on your skin for a very, very long time. But after the 10th hour mark, it is a skin scent. A very, very good fragrance. You can wear it dressed up situations. We are talking, as I told earlier on, when I'm wearing it, dinner occasions, parties and stuff like that. And of course, date nights. Great fragrance and very, very sexy. That's the first fragrance, guys. Dior Homme Intense. Next fragrance. Fragrance number 2 of these, out of these sexy fragrances, is very, very sweet too. And I'm talking about Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir. A very, very well-known, sweet, party sort of, fragrance in the whole wild world right now. This one right here and the so-called Le Male Elixir Absolute version dominates the party, life, so to speak, right now. But again, it is a very, very, sexy fragrance with that sweetness into it. You are definitely getting the mint, honey, vanilla, and tonka bean in this one right here. And I think it's a beautiful combination. Another fragrance I receive many, many compliments on when I'm wearing it. And it's creamy as well, like Dior Homme Intense. not as, fine, when we are talking about the combination of notes, it's not as, fine and sophisticated like Dior Homme Intense, but very, very great. Guys, when I'm wearing this and I'm over 25, I'm over 30 as well, I hear a lot of people that are talking about this particular fragrance is a fragrance you can wear best, so to speak, if you are between, 15 or 25 or something like that. I don't think like that, guys. You can be wearing fragrances whenever you want, wherever you want, and no matter what age you are. It's nothing to do with that. It depending on who's wearing the particular fragrance, in which circumstances and stuff like that, But a very, very great fragrance, especially for party occasions. You can, of course, wear this fragrance for, more date night occasions, so to speak. You can wear it for date night occasions because it is very beautiful. Just moderate your sprays if you are wearing it and you are sitting close to a boy or girl, but it is a men's fragrance, so in this case, I think, in that situation, you are sitting close to a girl, or a woman. Anyway, guys, I'm just telling you guys, you can wear men's fragrances, women's fragrances. It don't matter, There are fragrances for men and women, but, I find women's fragrances I like sometimes as well. Just a little side ride, guys. But anyway, it is a very, very beautiful fragrance. And I've received a lot of compliments on Le Male Elixir as well. As I told, great for date nights. Even more great for party occasions. Just wear your sprays if you are wearing it and you are sitting close to a lot of people. Great fragrance. If we should talk about the particular performance, when we are talking Le Male Elixir, then the projection we are talking, just like Dior Homme Intense, actually 3 to 4 hours with a great projection, but it still lingers in the air and pushes out of your skin a little after that. Longevity, all in all, we are talking between 10 to 12 hours with this one, depending on your skin chemistry, climax, and stuff like that. Another very gorgeous and sexy fragrance in my collection, and that is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. Fragrance number 3 on this list out of 5 sexy fragrances, guys. I'm talking about here Emporio Armani's Stronger With You Intensely. The Stronger With You fragrance I see as the best. Here you are definitely getting the spices, florals, vanilla, and a little bit of tonka bean in here. I think it's a gorgeous combined fragrance, so to speak. And another fragrance I receive a lot of compliments on when I'm wearing it. It is a little bit like, if I should talk about my own experiences when I'm wearing this fragrance, it's like burning woods added with vanilla and sugar and a little bit of caramel into it, It's my experience. When I say that, it is meant in a good way, guys, when I say burning woods, because it had a burning vibe into it, with that burning wood effect, so to speak. But actually, this one right here, I've received the most compliments on so far out of these 3 fragrances I've shown you so far. Gorgeous fragrance. Very, very good. Women really like this fragrance, at least, when they smell it in the air when you're wearing it. Just very, very good for actually every situation, in my opinion, in the fall and winter time, because it is pretty potent, but not sickeningly sweet and strong. I can put it like that. Just vary your sprays. Again, just moderate your sprays, depending on the degrees outside and if you should be inside or outside and stuff like that. But very, very good for every occasion, actually. And especially for date nights and dressed up situations. Everyday use, moderate your sprays, guys. If we should talk about the particular performance when we are talking stronger with you intensely, then it has a great projection, for the first 2 to 3 hours before it settles closer to the skin, but you will still get it for a couple of hours further. Longevity all in all here, we are talking between 10 to 12 hours before it's almost gone. But it lasts a very, very long time and gorgeous and very, very sexy. And that is fragrance number 3. Stronger with You Intensely by Emporio Armani. Fragrance number 4 on this sexy list, guys. That is Guilty Elixir. A very, very beautiful, well-known fragrance as well these days. They are out with a absolute version right now, actually. I will talk about that one later on in a review. Anyway, this one is just a gorgeous, sexy, sweet, but at the same time fresh and powdery fragrance. You are definitely getting the florals here and a lot of vanilla, added with a little bit of powderiness in the background. I will put it like that, guys, because that is my experiences when I'm wearing Guilty Elixir. A lot of people really love Guilty Elixir. A lot of people compare it with Amouage Reflection Man, which is a niche fragrance. I think that this is designer-ish, where Reflection Man is niche-ish, so to speak. Reflection is a little bit more fresh, where this one right here is a little bit more sweet, but still a gorgeous and mass-appealing fragrance. Very, very sexy. And I have as well reached a lot of compliments when I'm wearing this one right here. As I told, the combination of the scent or notes is very, very, very floral. It's very floral dominated, added with vanilla, but gorgeous. And you can wear it every day, every time. Great for everyday use, dressed up situations, party time, dinner, date, whatever, guys, you name it. Moderate your sprays always. If you are sitting with a girl right next to you, you might not do 10 sprays, but that's just an advice, guys, Anyway, great for everything here. Actually, you can wear it all year around as well. But because of the so-called sweetness into it, I find it very, very beautiful for the fall and winter time. This fragrance right here is actually a fresh fragrance with sweetness into it, but it will live and it will last in the colder weather. So a fresh fragrance with some sweetness into it you can wear in the fall and winter time. Very beautiful, Performance. Very, very good projection for about 2 to 3 hours before it settles closer, but you will definitely still get it for some hours further. And people who are next to you will get it as well. If people are very close to you, they will get this fragrance for hours, Longevity all in all, here we are actually talking for around 12 hours before it's almost gone. Very, very sexy, very, very long lasting. Beautiful. And that was Guilty Elixir. Okay, guys, fragrance number 5 out of these very sexy fragrances for fall and winter is Mancera Instant Crush. Another gorgeous and very, very sexy fragrance I've received many, many compliments on the last 5 or 6 years actually, you know. People just love this powdery cotton candy, so to speak, ish sweetness in the air. It's just gorgeous, guys. And actually, the best way to describe this one, guys, I will not go into any of the notes except saffron, because it is very saffron dominated in the opening right here. But the best way to tell you guys how I experience Instant Crush is cotton candy. Cotton candy added with a little bit of brown sugar. You know, it has a little bit of a fresh blast right in the opening because of the florals. But then pretty fast it settles down to this cotton candy-ish smell that just, you know, push out from your body for a very, very, very long time. This is one of the most, you know, popular Mancera fragrances out there today. And it is just gorgeous. And I've received so many compliments with this one. When I'm wearing this, people are always asking me, what is it you are wearing? I've never smelled that before. And I think it's a little weird because a lot of people are actually wearing Instant Crush or Baccarat Rouge 540, which is in the same ballpark as Instant Crush. A lot of people are saying that Instant Crush are, Instant Crush are inspired of, you know, Baccarat Rouge 540. I can see there are similarities for sure. But this one right here is just a lot more creamy, in my opinion. I like Instant Crush a lot more than I like Baccarat Rouge 540, actually. That's just my opinion. But you can wear Instant Crush, you know, all the time. Again, moderate your sprays. You can wear it all year around except the very hot summer days, in my opinion. But it shines the most. And it is, you know, a lot more sexy in the fall and winter time, of course, because it is a very sweet fragrance. Performance wise, you know, I'm getting, you know, a great projection for about 3 to 4 hours with Instant Crush, but you still get it for some hours further. You know, longevity all in all here, we are talking 12 to sometimes 14 hours, again, depending on the weather, body chemistry and stuff like that. A very, very beautiful, sweet, long-lasting cotton candy fragrance, so to speak. And I have to tell you guys, this is intense Instant Crush. And I think with time, this one right here will reach, you know, the same compliment level as the original Instant Crush. But now it's still pretty new, and the original is still, you know, the most popular and stuff like that. People know the original in the fragrance community, not so much the intense version yet. It is almost as beautiful. This one right here, I think it's a little bit more mass appealing and sexy. But the intense version is great as well. Here, there's more, you know, leather, salt, caramel, they're in it instead of the other notes that are in Instant Crush. Now, I'm not going too deep into it with the notes, as I told in the beginning of this video, but the intense version will get there, guys. Just want to show you and tell you. Anyway, that was the last fragrance on this sexy list, guys, and that was Mancera's Instant Crush. That's it, guys. That was my top 5 sexiest fall and winter fragrances in my collection. And I really, really hope that you enjoyed the video, guys. And I want to say, like always, thanks a lot to my subscribers and welcome to new subscribers on the channel. I hope all you guys are enjoying your life with your family, friends, and loved ones. And guys, until I see you again, enjoy life even more. See ya.